The Altenburg is a castle that sits on the tallest of the 7 hills of Bamberg, southern Germany, overlooking the town. It is located in Upper Franconia, a region in the state of Bavaria, and dates back to at least 1109. The first mention of the Altenburg was in 1109, although it is likely that it was built on the spot of an earlier palisade castle. It first served as what is known in German as a Fliehburg. This is a castle that was not regularly inhabited but served mainly for city defense as a place where residents could flee to in times of danger. In 1251, the Bamberg First Bischof, the sovereign bishops of Bamberg, acquired the castle. From 1305 to 1553, it was the residence of the bishops. In 1553, during the Second Margrave War, the army of Albert Alcibiades, Margrave of Brandenburg-Kulmbach, burned the castle down. Afterward, the castle was used as a prison for a while. In 1801, the Bamberg physician Adalbert Friedrich Marcus acquired the decaying castle and restored it from the ground up. The author E.T.A. Hoffmann, who was friends with Marcus, felt so drawn to the castle that he frequently stayed for a long time in one of the wall towers during the years 1808 to 1813. In 1818, a society for the maintenance of the Altenburg, named the Altenburg Verein v. Bamberg, received the castle. The society was founded by Anton von Grafenstein, the postmaster of Bamberg. Today the castle is open for public tours. There is also a restaurant in the castle called the Restaurant Altenburg. The restaurant also manages the so-called Knights Hall, used mostly for events such as weddings or other celebrations. From 1952 to 1982, a brown bear named Poldy lived in a Zwinger, a defensive enclosure, in the castle. The Zwinger is still present, but today only houses a stuffed bear. Bamberg East Franconian. Bamberg is a town in the Upper Franconia district in Bavaria, Germany, on the river Regnitz close to its confluence with the river Main. Bamberg had 79,000 inhabitants in 2022. The town dates back to the 9th century when its name was derived from the nearby Babenberg castle. Cited as one of Germany's most beautiful towns, with medieval streets and buildings. The old town of Bamberg, with around 2,400 timber houses, has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1993. From the 10th century onwards, Bamberg became a key link with the Slav peoples, notably those of Poland and Pomerania. It experienced a period of great prosperity from the 12th century onwards, during which time it was briefly the center of the Holy Roman Empire. Emperor Henry II was buried in the old town, alongside his wife Kunigunde. The town's architecture from this period strongly influenced that in northern Germany and Hungary. From the middle of the 13th century onwards, the bishops were princes of the empire and ruled Bamberg, overseeing the construction of monumental buildings. This growth was complemented by the obtaining of large portions of the estates of the Counts of Marin in 1248 and 1260 by the sea, partly through purchase and partly through the appropriation of extinguished fiefs. Bamberg lost its independence in 1802, following the secularization of church lands. Becoming part of Bavaria in 1803, the town was first connected to the German rail system in 1844, which has been an important part of its infrastructure ever since. After a communist uprising took control over Bavaria in the years following World War I, the state government fled to Bamberg and stayed there for almost 2 years before the Bavarian capital of Munich was retaken by Freikorps units, see Bavarian Soviet Republic. The first Republican Constitution of Bavaria was passed in Bamberg, becoming known as the Bamberger Verfassung, Bamberg Constitution. That is all. Subscribe and post comments for future videos.